defense, special teams, everybody would step up in those phases to try to help the outcome, determine the outcome of the football game. I guess you have to be pleased with the way they tried to help in that regard.
Absolutely. They gave us a chance. They really did. Special teams had some big plays. Defense held their own. They were out there on the field for a long time and just didn't get enough support from the offense side today.
So if you had to reflect, I know you haven't had time to even digest, but what was the biggest problem trying to sustain drives? A lot of 3-and-outs today against this Giants defense.
Yeah, we never found our rhythm, and again, our first down efficiency is really where it got us. We were in a lot of second 8, second 9, second 10, it felt like. And that's not a great recipe against that defense. So it was, that we struggled today. Put one together at the end of the game because the other sides of the ball kept us in it. And again, just had that turnover at the end that put the nail in the coffin for us.
Coach, how do you think Brandon Allen performed today handling an offense?
Yeah, I thought he did enough, for us, and the guys around him got to step up too now. We had several drops, holding penalties when we would get a completion, and we only had 3 possessions there in the first half. It felt like we hardly ever had the ball, and then the second half just never found our rhythm. But again, when we would get something positive, it seemed like something on the same play sent us back the other way. Whether it was there was 3 drops, there was 2 holding penalties, there was the fumble on a positive play, and that all hurt us.
Obviously, Coach, running game was not much of a help. If you could have gotten more, I think maybe the longest run of the day might have been the fake punt. So obviously that wasn't where you wanted it.
No, not at all. And that's, it's going to be a big part of what we're doing. And we didn't get anything going there. And again, they did a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and there wasn't a lot of room for some of the backs to go sometimes. But again, that's got to be a better part of what we do going forward.
What made you comfortable going with Brandon today instead of Ryan Finley?
I just being around Brandon felt like he gave us a great chance, and he did. I thought he was good decision maker. Not everything was perfect, but again, we knew that there was going to be some challenges. We needed the guys around him to lift him up and help him through this week. And truthfully, we didn't get enough of that, to be quite honest. And, so there are some things we'll expect him to improve on, certainly. And we need the whole unit to be more supportive around him.
Do you think he deserved another shot, Zach? Will he get the start next week?
Yes.
Zach, how different are the plays at your disposal when you're calling with Brandon in comparison to Joe? And is that something you kind of balance today?
There's always a balance with he's had, 3 days of reps with our guys, throwing with our guys. So you try to consider that a little bit and what you put in the plan, what he feels comfortable with to get him started here on the first week here. And that'll continue to grow as he gets going and gets more comfortable with everything we're doing. And again, I expect good things from Brandon. And, we had an opportunity today. We just didn't take advantage of it.
Since Allen had practiced so little, what evidence did you use to decide that he was the best option for starting quarterback?
Been around him for 3 years, seen him play a lot of football.
Zach, how extensive was – we saw obviously what happened with the Broncos this week with all the quarterbacks getting knocked out. I know that we talked in the season about him being separated. How did that look as the season progressed throughout the year? I mean, how extensively did y'all go to make sure that Brandon wasn't a close contact ever with the other quarterbacks?
Yeah, he's never in a room with them. He always met virtually away from everybody else. And even at field, I often lectured him about standing too close to the other players, so he still had his helmet on and could listen. But that's just a part of what we got to do now. And we'll have another guy coming in now to play that role.
2 more minutes with Coach.
Zach, how hard is it for a guy like Brandon to come in and into that situation? 49 seconds left. Yeah, good field position, but that's probably a tough ask.
It's life in the NFL, and that's the position we were in, and we got to move the ball, make some plays, and so again, it doesn't all come down to that one play. There's plenty of other opportunities we could have gotten momentum throughout the game, where plenty of other guys could have stepped up. So of course, everyone's going to remember the last play of the game, but there was so much more that went on around that.
Zach, there was a report that Joe Burrow's expected to have surgery, I guess, in Los Angeles next week. Is that correct?
I'm not ready to speak on that. I'll have some more information on that next week, then. This week, I should say, not today.
What happened on that last fumble, that last play at the end of the game?
We'll have to see. We may have had an MA on the routes as well. So I haven't spoken to him to see what his thought process was there. But we'll watch the tape and get a better picture of it.
You move the ball a little bit in that last drive. I know they were playing back and everything, but what seemed to move a little bit? I mean, is that how you were trying to attack him to get the final 20 yards?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was just about getting that first down. That was what killed us the entire second half. We had, countless 3-and-outs to start the half, and you just never feel in a rhythm. You're calling 2 normal down calls, and then you're calling a third down call, and it wasn't even really 2 normal. Oftentimes it was 2nd 8, 2nd 9, 2nd 10. And again, it really came down to our first down efficiency in the second half wasn't good enough.
Last question.
Zach, last week when Burrow went down, the team visibly looked deflated. Some guys admit being shook up from him going down, but just to see them fight at the end of the game, and it was kind of a crazy game, not a lot of offense, trading field goals, but just to see them not just sit down and be out for the rest of the year and see them kind of fight at the end there. What did that say to you?
Yeah, everything that I ever needed to see from these guys. Everything that I see every day. You're down 19-10 in the fourth quarter, and really your offense hasn't done anything the entire game. But everybody just kept grinding and trying to make plays that they were capable of making. And then you look at it, the defense got a huge stop. Offense goes down, scores 7 points. Defense gets a monster stop there on the backed up situation. Punt return team gets a huge punt return and puts our offense in position to go win the game. And it just didn't work out that way. But that tells you everything you need to know about these players in this locker room and everything that I see every day and know. And they're playing hard for each other. And it's going to turn for us at some point. That's why I told them it's frustrating. You're sick to your stomach. It sucks. It's not fun to lose. But we know that this tide is going to turn for us, and we're going to look back on this, and this was a necessary part of our growth. But we need to get some wins to show for all the work that we're putting in, because it's makes it tough when you finish games like this.
Coach, we'll let you go. We appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you all.
joining us. You're on mute there. You're on mute again. All right. Dave Lapham, go ahead and start us off.
Bro. Sorry.
Josh, obviously a tough situation offensively with Joe going down and Brandon not having a whole lot of time to get ready. Defense had to step up. Looked like you guys did. Did you feel good about the performance?
Yeah, I feel like we did a great job. I'm sorry, let me turn this off so I don't go. We did a great job in moments. I wish we could have did it better. Limit some yards, especially on third down, get off the field and give the offense back our ball to definitely, not extend the play as much. But for the most part, I think guys was fighting, especially at the last minute, just fighting and clawing and trying to, get any stop we can just so we can get offense back the ball and get them in position to hopefully win the game for us. And so we have this different feeling that we have right now.
With the league deciding to shut down all facilities Monday and Tuesday of next week, how tough is it to try to make the necessary adjustments based on the situation you guys are in?
I think we can. Some of the stuff is like minor. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's NFL. It's the football. It's gonna be something every week. Obviously, that's why coaches exist. Otherwise, we'll be out here just coaching ourselves. But it's just the fact that we got to play better. We got to execute better. We got to make guys that's in position to make plays, got to make the plays. And we're not, in the position where we can just make a bunch of mistakes and stuff like that. We got to play better and limit those mistakes. So now we can convert what they do into touchdowns, into big plays and stuff like that. We can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot. And then we wonder why we have this same feeling each and every week. Because obviously every week, like I've said this before, we've been close. And it's to come every game. I mean, outside of what, 1, 2, 2 games, you know what I mean? We just haven't finished. And like I said before, they also made one more play, and the Giants made that one more play at the end to win the game.
You said every week it's been close. What is it going to take for this team to start winning these close games? Is that something that you have to learn over time, or?
I wouldn't say learn. Just I'm getting what you're trying to say. I guess not necessarily learn. It's just coming out us as players, regardless of what's going on. We got to play better. We got to play more stout up front. We got to play. Offense got. I can't speak for offense. Obviously, I play defense, but I guess it's still on both sides of the ball. Play stout up front, offensively, offensive line wise, and defensive line wise, and guys playing sound football on the back end, making sure we're making plays, tight ends and receivers making a catch when they need to, running backs. Everybody got to do their job and their role. That's pretty much what I'm saying, and execute at a higher level and not keep shooting ourselves in the foot, making big mistakes, and those big mistakes turn into big plays. And it hurts us. And we sit on this other side of a L, and it just sucks each and every week because, guys are giving all the effort and studying their behinds off, and we just falling one play short.
Josh, you had a pretty big day today, a couple pass deflections, tackle for loss. What enabled you to play so well, and what was it like out there?
Nothing. Just doing what was asked of me in this defense, and just doing what the task was to do today. Wasn't nothing. I appreciate you. Saying I had a good game today. I just want to win. Winning solves it all, and that's the bum feeling you have right now. And like I said, we just one play away. Hell, it would probably been my play. I probably should have picked the pass off when I should have. I think he got his hand in there, but whatever. But hell, that play would have changed the game. Probably would have won the game. Hakeem had an interception drop as well. It's so mmany things that could have happened to lead this score being flipped, and we are coming out here with a W. We talking about something different, but at the end of the day, like I said before, they made that one play at the end to win the game.
2 more minutes with Josh.
How about Brandon's kick return, Josh? What did that do for you guys defensively?
I think it just gave some juice to the team. Oh, my gosh. I think it propelled everything for us. And Brandon just a heck of a player. I love him, and he just a great player, return man, gunner, whatever you want to do on special teams. And he's just done an awesome job. And that play right there was definitely something we talked about all week, and we know Brandon's capable of it. I was on the other end of it last year when I was in Baltimore, and he housed it on us when I was there last year. And just to see him do it again, because he has great capabilities and great speed, obviously, because you see nobody caught him. It was just so amazing, and I think special teams did a heck of a job of today, and they just played. They did what they're supposed to do, but we got to play. We got to play better on other. We can't have it just one play better, another two play bad, other two phases. I'm saying, or all three phases play bad. We got to be more consistent to get these W's.
Hey Josh, the last play or the first play after the 2-minute warning where they're trying to salt it away, 3rd and 4, you were jumping up and down on the sideline trying to get somebody's attention. Do you remember that? What you were trying to alert?
Oh no, I was just yelling about the play just because I took the running back. Just passion. I play with some passion. And I just want to give him my all every game, and just go out there and just make plays. And I just love this game so much. But it's just all about passion for me. It wasn't yelling at anybody. That's if that's what you're trying to get at. No, I'm just, yelling because we already talked about the play on the sideline and just hyped about the fact that, it came up and obviously he saw it back and just made a play and got us in position to hope and make a play on 3rd down.
Last question. Anyone have anything? All right, Josh, we'll let you go. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Yep. Us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, Dave Lapham, go ahead.
You have a big play, your 5th touchdown catch of the season that made it a football game again. Take us through that play if you would.
Yeah. So they called the play, and believe it or not, actually got hit on that play, and I just kept going. They always say you got to play through no matter what, and Brandon made a play, gave me a good ball, and at the end of the day, I just called it. So.
What was the level of frustration like offensively? A lot of 3 and outs, hard to find a rhythm, hard to find any consistency. How frustrating a day was it?
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating because, on offense, you want to get the ball, keep the ball moving. And, those 3 and outs, it wasn't sitting well with us. And, we just had to, at the end of the game, we just, told each other we got to go down there and give ourselves a chance. And, that's what we did. So.
Did you expect offense to have some challenges today without your draft mate, Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I mean, he's been leading this offense for the past all season, until now. And, BA, he came in and he played his ass off, through practice the whole week. He was throwing good balls. He was putting them where they needed to be. And, I feel like he played good today. I mean, it was some mistakes made, but, that happens in football. And, we're just going to learn from it.
Did it surprise you how you guys struggled to you guys? I mean, apparently – I guess Brandon looked pretty good in practice. I guess you guys look pretty good in practice. So did that surprise you? It didn't really translate?
Yeah. We was connecting all week. Me, BA, BA, AJ, BATB. All the receivers. We was connecting. Like it was like he'd been starting this whole time. And it was very frustrating that we couldn't go out there and connect today. We had some drop balls. AJ had a drop ball. TB had one. Drew had that fumble. Just those plays would have, turned the whole game around. We just got to make those plays at the end of the day.
You described the process of acclimating to Brandon Allen over the last week and when you even started practicing with him.
Yeah, it was really easy, getting adjusted with him. He came in, he knew exactly what he needed to do. And, he made the right reads in practice and this and that. And, he came out there and I feel like during practice he came and, just – he was being him. That's all you ask for a quarterback. Just come in and be him. Don't try to be nobody else. Come in and just run the offense. And that's exactly what he did. So.
Did you notice that the Giants did anything differently with Brandon at quarterback than they may have done, or did they run just their stuff? We feel good about who we are and what we are. That's what we're going to do.
I feel like they definitely played, they dropped a lot in coverage, a lot more. They knew that apparently they just knew he wasn't going to run the ball or something like that. And they just was making the plays. at the end of the day.
Yeah, it looked like Brandon got some work with y'all on individual drills at practice throughout the year. I mean, how much did that even help just a little bit as y'all were heading this week?
It helped a lot. He got a good feel of how we run routes, and, he was throwing good balls. I mean, just having him there and, just throwing with us an individual, it just helped a lot. So.
Was that was your touchdown a scramble drill? And if so, had you ever done a scramble drill with Brandon?
It wasn't a scramble drill. He was just, backing up and he made a good ball, threw a good ball. So.
How many times did you run that route with him?
We practiced it a few times in practice. So.
2 more minutes with T.
What's he like in the huddle? What kind of presence does Brandon have in the huddle?
He's a great presence. Come in, the guy that's the leader of the offense. He's loud. He's getting guys going. Talking us up. So that's what you want when the guy's running your offense.
T, how did you know that you felt the Giants felt like they knew that y'all weren't running the ball? What kind of tipped that away, or what gave you that impression?
They was playing over top a lot. They was just, we couldn't get anything deep. They was playing a lot of they was dropping 8. They was doing a lot of things that they wouldn't allow us to throw the ball deep. And so, that tells you right there.
Any more questions for T?
I guess when they decide to do things like that, running game has to step up. If they're going to play, deep, keep everything in front of them, not let anything get behind them, you have to be able to complement it with the running game, and obviously that didn't happen well enough today.
Yeah, we just got to go out there and, complement things like that with the running game. Got to go out there, run hard. Us receivers got to block, and at the end of the day, we should have just won that game. So.
Anything else? All right, T, we'll let you go. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll go.
All right, everyone. It looks like Von Bell will be our next person here, and then obviously Allen will be after him. Thanks for joining us.
For sure.
All right, Dave Lapham, get us started.
Vaughn, it looks like the offense obviously struggled in this football game. When that occurs, defense and special teams need to step it up, and looks like both did. Do you think defense played pretty well today?
Yeah, we played pretty well. We still got some things to clean off film, and we just got to keep on getting better every day, coming to work with the same intensity and same mindset. And we just got to make the plays, and we just got to keep on getting better.
What's the biggest thing, do you think, that was a problem today? Was third down? They seemed to handle third down conversions pretty well.
Oh, yeah. The quarterback did not run a little bit. But, yeah, so he was completing a couple balls. But we just got to get better, matching on routes and keeping this guy in the pocket. And we just got to keep on working as a unit.
Brandon, what was it like – or, sorry, Vaughn, what was it like watching Brandon Allen at practice this week, and what was your impression of him as he went through prep?
Oh, man, we rallied behind him. We try to get the ball back as much as we can to him. We had confidence, and we just got to keep on getting better. We just got to stay connected as a unit, keep on growing with each other, and keep on grinding with each other, and just keep on toughing it out because everything's not going to be pretty. We'll find a way how to win. We just got to keep on stacking days and keep on getting better, coming to work and getting better with the same mindset.
Well, Vaughn, can you run through that play, that fumble recovery where you knocked out of Ingram's hand? That was a huge play. How did that – can you walk us through that, please?
We was in the call, and I was playing outside there and just made a play. Being instinctive, hitting the ball out, getting the ball off of them, getting the ball up and try to score, get as much as I can to set the offense up in position to score, and that's what we did. We got 3 out on that, and it was a ball game. So just trying to make plays for the team as much as I possibly can, making up for my third down. But we still going to get better on that. But we go keep on getting better,
Could you feel things shift when you get the fumble?
For sure, it's momentum. We put points on the board after that, and we just keep on building on that. And that's how you win good team football, putting the offense in position to make plays and score, putting points on the board.
On the way you punched that ball out of there, it looks like that wasn't the first time you've done it. Do you practice that? Is that something you work on every week?
It's always hunting the ball, always. That was my mentality, getting the ball off of them and just trying to make plays, be the guy to make the play, and just really try to put the team in the best position possible.
How tough is it for a defensive player when the offense is struggling and it's 3 and out, and you're barely able to get any Gatorade and you have to go back out in the football field? It's a tough dynamic, but that's life, I guess, in the NFL, right?
You don't look at it like that. My old coach used to tell me it's more TV time for us. And you go out there and make yourself and your family happy, play for your teammates next to you. Just go out there and showcase your talents and show the nation, the unit's talents, and just go out there and just make plays. It's always next play mentality. It's always, change the event, situations. And you just got to go out there and just get a stop for the offense. And, everybody got to catch a break. It's a team game. We got to stay unified, and we all in this together, So, hey, if they're not getting it rolling early on, hey, man, defense, come on, man, we got to make something happen. We got to be the spark plug. We got to be the energy. And we just got to feed off each other and keep on getting better.
2 more minutes with Vaughn.
Hey, Vaughn, at 2-8-1, what are you playing for?
Man, you playing for yourself. You playing for your teammates. You playing for your reason why. And really go show that every day, every time you come out to work. And, you just got to really look at yourself in the mirror and really nitpick at everything, self-evaluate. You always got to look at yourself in the mirror first. And always, man, play the guy next to you. Play for the team, play for your city, play for your family. And that should be your reasons why.
Can you describe how the game changed when Daniel Jones went out and Colt McCoy went in?
They didn't have the running dynamic with the quarterback. Well, they ran one play. They were trying to get out of bounds because he was extending plays with his feet. And, with a young quarterback like that, when his first read is gone, he go try to make something with his legs. So that's what happened. They start running the ball more and really trying to do the time of possession and really trying to chew up the clock and trying to not get the ball back to the offense. But defense made some stops, and we got them off the field anyway, and we had a chance to win. That's great team football.
In this crazy year of 2020, now they shut down all the facilities in the National Football League Monday and Tuesday. How crazy is that?
It is. But, we're in a unique time with this virus and pandemic, and we just got to adapt, to the new norm. And we really got to get a hold of this thing and really just try to keep each other safe and each other's families and loved ones safe. So they're trying to make the right step in the right direction, and that's why they did that. And we just got to adapt, and we just got to move on, watch the film, and keep on getting better. And, just find a unique time to just get in that rhythm and that routine, just find something to do, and really just keep on coming to work with a purpose.
One last question.
What's the goal for this team the rest of the way?
Be a unified group. Man, keep on playing for one another. Keep on stacking wins, create momentum. You're always trying to get better every week, each game, and just keep on creating momentum and really playing for your guys and be the most connected team. And that's the reason why.
Is the momentum you're creating for next season?
Man, every game, every week. We're not even worried about next season. We worry about now. We worry about games to come. We ain't worried about next season.
All right, Vaughn, we appreciate your time. We'll let you go. Thanks.
Sure.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Dave Lapham's going to get us started off. Go ahead.
Brandon, it looked like you had a pad and then a glove on your left hand. How badly was that nicked up during the course of the game today?
I honestly didn't notice anything was wrong until I came off the field. It was just like I don't know what you call it, mallet finger or whatever. So they just straightened it up, put a glove on it, and it was good to go.
Did they do anything differently defensively, the Giants, than you had anticipated? I mean, they're a defense that doesn't let the ball get behind them. They keep everything for them. And was that their deal today? Did they do it any differently than you had seen?
No, I think they did a good job of that. We tried to take some shots when we could. You got to give them credit. They played did a great job of keeping things in front of them, and it was tough. So it was a lot of kind of short intermediate routes, trying to get sustained drives. And I think a couple times we either hurt ourselves with penalties or something went wrong, and we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit and didn't get a whole lot of opportunities. I think we only had 3 possessions in the whole first half. So when it's going to be a game like that, you got to make the most of your possessions.
Brandon, you got your first start since the 2019 season. How do you think you performed today?
Obviously there's I'm my own worst critic, so there's going to be a lot of things that I think I can do better. Obviously the interception, putting a better ball placement where it's only he can get a hand on it. And then obviously the last play, the fumble, was what cost us the game. So there's definitely going to be a lot of things that I'll find on tape, and things I can get better at, whether that's a read, a throw, or what. But I'll definitely get better from this.
Brandon, what was it like going from essentially the emergency COVID quarterback to being the starter in the span of like a week?
Yeah, you prepare every week regardless of your position. So I think I was preparing like I was going to play each and every week. So really nothing really changed for me except getting to actually play on Sunday. So as far as preparation went, everything was still the same in terms of the film I watched, and obviously got, reps in practice. But, like I said, I'll learn from what I did during the week, see what I can improve on, and then take that to the game.
Is it true that at Wednesday's practice the ball never hit the ground? I mean, you completed every single pass you threw on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we did a great job on Wednesday. I can't think of one when it hit the ground, but obviously you're going against good looks, and then obviously the receivers we have. All I'm trying to do is give them a chance on pretty much every play. So they do a great job. The O-line I thought did a great job today, and like I said, we'll all watch that film, and we'll all try to get better and then see the little things we can improve on to try and close out a game and get a win.
How important was that to have a good week of practice to validate you to your football team as you were getting ready for this game?
I think it went a long way in terms of just the guys having confidence in me, seeing that I could make, a lot of the throws that we needed to make to win games. And so I think just them being able to finally see it, obviously that, I haven't taken any reps with those guys all year. So I think them being able to see, the the fact that we were on the same page on a lot of the routes and timing and all that, I think it just kind of gave us a little boost of confidence.
How hard was that to –
When you signed – go ahead.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
When you signed here during the summer, did you feel like you were one play or 1 week away from becoming this team's starting quarterback?
I think you always have to have that mindset. Whether you're the second string or the third string, I think you have to go in each and every week and know that you're one play away, regardless of the position. So that's how I've always prepared, whether I was on practice squad or not. So I think that's the only way, the only mindset to have in the backup position role.
You've been doing this for a long time. Have you ever had – I mean, you basically went into a game with a week of practice with these guys. I mean, right? I mean, that's basically – I mean, have you ever done that anywhere? JV, I mean, Pee-wee, I mean, what is that?
I think last year in Denver when I got my first start, I was running a lot of the scout team in Denver, so there was definitely some live action throws being made, and a lot of it was the scout team receivers and all that. But this league is tough, and sometimes that's what's asked of you to do, and there's no excuses to be made. You just have to go out there and perform.
Brandon, in the preseason, when you were creating opportunities for yourself behind Joe Burrow, taking steps, throwing to people when it was 7-on-7 receivers that he wasn't throwing to, you're throwing to him, getting reps, creating those opportunities. Was that all your own mindset? Did you create those kind of opportunities yourself?
Yeah, me and obviously the scout team receivers that and Dan Pitcher, every single day after practice we'd stay and we'd throw a majority of the routes that Joe was throwing in practice too. So, obviously it's not the same as getting it with the live receivers and the timing of their route and all that, but you have to find a way to get those reps, and that's what we decided to do.
Hey, Brandon, can you walk us through that last play? What was going through your mind and what you saw? Please.
Yeah, I knew we only needed about 15 yards to get within field goal range. We had a little miscommunication with me and TB. I was expecting one thing, and he read it a different way, and obviously I kind of got stuck on him. And then from there, I just got to do a better job taking care of the ball. I was trying to scramble and make a play, but in that situation, the best thing just try to get forward as far as I could.
2 more minutes of Brandon.
Brandon, with you essentially being quarantined as you joined the team, I mean, how difficult did that make your acclimation to the roster when they signed you and just getting your feet wet and just the normal process of joining a team?
It's definitely a weird year, but it's a weird year for everyone. So again, there's no excuse for that. But I've been around the building. The guys have seen me. Obviously, I'm out at practice and all that. So, in that aspect, and like I said, that first Wednesday practice, I think it was just good for the whole team to kind of see the throws being made and all that. And so, I tried to talk with as many guys as I could and get to know a lot of guys. But this whole season with COVID and all that it's a very strange season.
Brandon, you couldn't get much running game established, and that really made pass rush even that more intense. With that said, how are your feet and your eyes? Were your feet pretty good? And did you see the football field the way you wanted to?
Yeah, I for the most part, I think I did. Like I said, I got to go back and look at the film. I thought they did a good job stopping our run game. And so when you're forced to do it, and then again, they played a lot of things, heavy zone coverage, played everything deep, tried to take away a lot of our routes that get down the field. And so, we were forced to hit a few checkdowns, and that's just kind of the type of game they wanted, and then that's how it played out.
One last question.
Did you say your finger was hurting? And if so, how did that happen?
Yeah, it was on one of the plays. I'm not exactly sure when it was. Kind of didn't notice it, came off, and it's just I think they called it a mallet finger or something. So it won't affect me at all.
It's on your left hand, right?
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, we'll let you go. Appreciate your time.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.